This is going to be a two-parter because I just lost my battery, so tune back into the very first part of cinnamon. But what I was expanding on was that we don't want to be inhaling cinnamon directly straight from the bottle. This can damage the nasal membrane, and we need to use caution when we're diffusing it or when we're inhaling it. But if it's in a blend like the Thieves, guys, this is going to provide your body with some harmony rapidly. Cinnamon oil destroys viruses, fungi, and bacteria. Cinnamon oil has very, very strong antiseptic qualities. This oil can contain a high proportion of phenols, which is 5 to 10% eugenol. And guys, the really, really good oils, like the Young Living, they contain between 20 and 30%. But most of your standardized cinnamon oil that you buy is only got 5 to 10%. It has been classified as one of the strongest antiseptics and antivirals in nature. One source states that the essential oil destroyed a culture of the typhoid bacillus in less than half an hour. This is how potent it is. I didn't find specific studies that it could kill Ebola, but guys, it can do it. If you're talking about this blend right here, baby, it can do it, in my opinion. But you're not going to find studies on things like that because they don't do studies like this, guys. They don't study many divine phytonutrients, and when they do study them, they pull out one constituent in the phytonutrient synergy that in cinnamon contains hundreds of phytonutrient constituents, and you can't just pull one of these out and study it. That's why these studies don't make any sense, guys. They need to be combined naturally as nature provides them, because when we consume the cinnamon, we consume it all. Now let's talk just a little bit about precautions of cinnamon, because it will be strong if you're just beginning to use the cinnamon. I can't stress enough how we need to be diluting it. In my opinion, it's one of the 20-80 oils. So 20% cinnamon, 80% carrier oil. I recommend the coconut oil, as I mentioned. But if you're taking medication, like specifically blood thinning medications, the cinnamon's going to interact with it. So because the cinnamon increases circulation through the body. The cinnamon provides your body with all the harmony you need, where you don't need to be taking these prescriptions in the first place. I'm telling you, that's how divine potent this cinnamon is, in my opinion. But if you're a diabetic, guys, I can't stress enough how you need to be taking very, very small doses of this multiple times a day, and this is going to harmonize and alkalize your system rapidly. For diabetics, it's not best taken in these mass quantities. We need to be taking very, very small quantities multiple times through the day, and this is how it's going to be harmonizing for you. But guys, cinnamon contains a high amount of eugenol, and this is so powerful, it has the potential to corrode metals, so it's strong. So cinnamon oil, that means cinnamon has a burning quality, which, depending on how it's applied to the body, it can be very uncomfortable. So always use a carrier oil, and be very, very careful after you put this oil on that you don't get this oil into your eyes, because this oil is not going to be good in your eyes. You want to flush it out really quickly with some organic essential, or with some organic eye drops. Let's talk a little bit about how much cinnamon we can consume per day. If you've not previously used ground cinnamon medicinally, then start with a very small amount. Consider beginning with 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon as a starting point, and monitor your reactions. This needs to be the CEYLON type of cinnamon, not the cassia, which is the CASSIA. Researchers have used doses of ground cinnamon ranging from 1/4 teaspoon per day up to 2 teaspoons per day. 1 level baking teaspoon, which is a measuring spoon, equals 2.6 grams. Recommended ranges include 1 to 4 grams per day or 1 to 6 grams per day. Some people may not notice any reactions when they take ground cinnamon, while others may experience a warming sensation in the stomach. Combine it with an apple, guys. Going to work a whole nother level with some apple and a little bit of ginger. Some who have stomach ulcers might have unpleasant reactions when taking cinnamon, even though it might be helpful for that condition. This is why we need to be combining it with the apple and the ginger, so it's harmonizing for the stomach. People with irritable bowel disease might experience diarrhea, so you definitely want to be combining it in a juice. Some people might experience overall warming and sweating just with the straight cinnamon. Taking too much cinnamon can cause nausea and vomiting, so we need to start very gently. And I don't recommend taking loads of cinnamon on an empty stomach. You need to have a buffer. Cinnamon needs a buffer. It needs a buffer like the apple, and it needs a buffer like the ginger. And you can also throw in the lemon. Guys, the lemon is antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacterial. It's going to work on a whole other level for your body. If you are diabetic, it's very important to monitor your blood sugar. Cinnamon could bring your blood sugar down lower than you might have thought, especially if you're taking pharmaceutical drugs for the same purpose. Some people will have better results using the Ceylon cinnamon, Ceylon, which is the true cinnamon, while others may benefit from the cassia, which is just the normal cinnamon that most places sell. These two types of cinnamon are similar, but they do not contain the same exact components. The cassia cinnamon has much higher levels of coumarin, which humans metabolize differently. They metabolize it 7-hydroxycurcumin, 7-hydroxycumin. This is a toxin that can be moderately damaged to the liver and kidneys. According to the European Food Safety Authority, a teaspoon of cassia contains about 5.8 to 12.1 milligrams of the coumarin. The daily tolerable intake for humans is 0.1 milligram per kilogram of body weight, meaning a daily teaspoon might exceed the limit for smaller individuals. So this is the reason why I don't like this cassia cinnamon, because it's not the real cinnamon. Recommendations for consuming the essential oil of cinnamon can vary quite a bit. But guys, if you've just got the regular cinnamon, it's going to provide your body with some harmony too. Just take very, very small doses. But go and get you the real cinnamon. Doses of cinnamon oil are measured in drop. The New York University Langone Medical Center indicates that cinnamon oil generally is used at a dose of 0.05 to 0.2 grams. 1 drop is approximately equal to 0.05. The size of a drop depends on the orifice of the essential oil bottle and the viscosity of the oil. This is the reason why we need to be buying the best oil. A 5 milliliter bottle of essential oil will contain 85 to 100 drops or more. With cinnamon essential oil, a few drops go a long way. Very wildly potent oil. And don't ever be applying it neat, meaning undiluted, on your skin. Some people mix cinnamon oil with coconut oil, or I love to combine it with black cumin seed oil. Black cumin seed oil as a carrier oil is going to work on your body on a whole nother level. Put some of the oil into a gelatin capsule with like I spoke about in my first video. We can take that internally with in a veggie capsule. The conclusions on cinnamon oil is that it's going to provide your body with harmony rapidly. Let me talk specifically about what it's going to combine well with. It blends really well with bergamot, with cardamom, with clove, with frankincense and myrrh. I love to blend my cinnamon with frankincense and myrrh. I'm telling you, ginger blends really well with it. Grapefruit, lemon, mandarin, marjoram, nutmeg, orange, peppermint, Peru balsam, petitgrain, rose, vanilla, ylang ylang. I love to blend those with the cinnamon. Those are the ones that it blends really well with specifically. But guys, it blends well with everything, in my opinion. There's a couple exceptions to that, of course. But guys, if you learn how oils work, we all need to become aromatherapist, and we need to learn how these oils harmonize with the body. One of my favorite blends with the cinnamon is vanilla and ylang ylang with frankincense and myrrh. That's gonna that's gonna rock your world with vibration. Sometimes I even put jasmine in it. It smells harmonious. You can put sandalwood in it. You can put a little patchouli in it. Just make one blend really well with you. And this cinnamon, it smells divine. And guys, cinnamon protects your body. It really does. It acts as a barrier. If you'll put it on your body after you get out of the shower, in your coconut oil blend, and just apply this all over your body, a blend like the Thieves, guys, it's gonna work on a whole nother level. Now, please know, just a little bit goes a long way. Like, you know, just a few drops of cinnamon for a big old tub of coconut oil is all I'm talking about. We need to be applying the therapeutic dose before we go to bed, like I spoke about in my first video. We need to avoid the cinnamon if we are pregnant or if we have liver or kidney disease, because it's wildly potent. So don't use it on the skin, and it's not for internal use. If you're pregnant, children under 6, we need to use extreme caution with the cinnamon because it is potent. It doesn't react really well with young children just because it is wildly potent. But guys, if you've got sick children, I know of mothers that use a blend like the Thieves, and they apply it to their kiddos' feet before they go to bed. And I'm telling you, it's going to boost your child's immunity rapidly. But you know, don't just start applying oils to your kids' feet. You need to do a patch test first and use safety with these oils. But guys, if you know how your child harmonizes and you know how these oils resonate, you can absolutely learn to start including them in your daily regime for just providing your children with some harmony to boost their little immune systems. If you'll apply a little, you know, it just takes one drop of this true oil. If you're buying a blend like the Young Living that's extremely potent, you just have to use one drop in the palm of your hand with a gob of carrier oil, 1 or 2 teaspoons of carrier oil, coconut oil, and massage. You know, bless this oil before you use it. Get yourself grounded in the earth's healing vibration by a grounding mat or a grounding sheet, and then warm up. Allow the oil to warm up in your hand and resonate with it a little bit, and bless this. And then massage this into your children's feet before they go to bed. Give them a little massage, reflexology massage, and just tell them to relax and tell them that the oil is healing. And guys, I'm telling you, it's going to boost their immune systems almost overnight. It really, really will. I'm not making this up. I've heard mothers tell me this, and my sister-in-law's one of them. So start using this oil. I'm telling you, it's gonna work harmoniously for pretty much all conditions. I can't stress enough how, if you just tuned in, please go back and watch my first part of this video because I elaborated on quite a bit. But start using it for extreme conditions, guys. Let me tell you what we're going to do. This is after you've used cinnamon for a couple of months and you know how it harmonizes with your body. We're going to get deep into it for specific conditions. Okay, what you want to do is you need to be applying it all over the pulse points before you go to sleep. A blend like the Thieves. Okay, and add a little bit of a more blending oil, such as the black cumin seed oil. Put it in a base of black cumin seed oil. Apply this to the pulse points all over your body. Give yourself a reflexology pulse point massage, starting with your feet. Work about 10 minutes on your feet and go all the way up towards your heart. Direct the energy towards your heart, and then go back and then massage your hands after your feet. And massage the pulse points in the hand about 10 minutes, and then push this energy up the arm and all the way up through the shoulder, up the neck, back, massage your head, go behind the ears, the ear lobes, massage the crown of the head, massage your forehead, massage your face, and then continue on down your neck. Focus a minute or two on your neck and your chest, and push that energy back down to your heart. And do this over and over. Start with your feet. Push the energy up towards your heart, and then go to your hands, and then push that energy up your head and down, back down towards your heart. I'm telling you, these oils will do it, guys. They really will. Have this oil specifically applied to your spine every night. If you're single, buy the brush and I'm sorry, this music is way too loud. Let me turn that down. If you're single, buy a brush and apply this oil along your spine with the brush. Or guys, my hands will reach, so resonate with the oil in the palm of your hand and massage your hands together really good, and then take your hand down the top part of your spine and then come back up with your other hand and meet right in the middle, and apply this along the spinal cord every night before you go to bed. The cinnamon essential oil, guys, it's going to rid the pathogens and the bacteria that harbor along the spinal column. They harbor in the spinal cord. And we need to eliminate this, and we need to eliminate these pathogens that like to harbor there, because this will alkalize the body. It's going to detoxify the body, and it's going to provide the body with some harmony rapidly. So, but please know that if you're diabetic, you can't just start lathering all of this cinnamon on your skin either. You want to start gently if you're diabetic. Let's eliminate these inflammatory conditions in the first place, and then go back to the oil. Because all of these cases of sicknesses and diseases are a result of inflammation. So start a basic juice blend, detoxify your liver, reduce some of the inflammation in the body, restore the intestinal flora, restore the good bifidobacteria, alkalize the body, detoxify the liver, and then hit it harder with the oils. And then the oils are going to work on the neuro-regenerating level. That's what they do. That's what I'm talking about here. We're going to get down deep into some of these issues, and we're going to cure, and we're going to reverse, and we're going to start de-aging the body. That's what essential oils do, guys. We're going to take it to a whole nother level with our education about the essential oils, and I'm going to take you there, and we're going to break down each and every single essential oil. We're going to go through how to use them, and the cinnamon is one that you want to begin using right away, pretty fast if you've got specific ailments or issues in the body. I'm talking about cancer, stage 4 cancer. Start using the cinnamon essential oil after you've detoxified the liver some, and you're going to find that it's going to provide your body with rapid harmony. It's going to eliminate some of these pathogens that are attached to the spinal cord. So apply this every evening before you go to bed to the spine. Every evening a blend like thieves. It just takes 1 or 2 drops, guys, for the whole body of this thieves. That's how powerful this thieves is. People say, well, that's too expensive, that expensive brand. Well, if you're sick, you need to get the best brand. You need to get the brand that's processing it correctly and making it correctly, because these oils are going to work at a whole nother level on your body. If you're just going down to your local grocery store or health food store and buying this oil, it may not be the best oil for this condition. We need to get aggressive with these conditions. Cancer gets ugly fast, and the phytonutrients in a blend like the thieves and in the cinnamon is going to get aggressive back with it fast. Cinnamon doesn't play around with these issues, guys. I'm telling you, it's very, very neuroprotective. I can't stress that enough. It may seem like I'm raising my voice a little bit, but this is how passionate I am about these oils, guys, and how they work. You know, for cases of extreme sickness, you know that you can rectally retain essential oils. I recommend this all the time, and people find it quite harmonious. Now, I'm not recommending this with the cinnamon. You don't rectally retain the cinnamon because it will burn, of course, but you can other oils such as frankincense and myrrh. You absolutely can, in my opinion. Frankincense, myrrh, helichrysum. Oh my gosh, these are going to rock your world vibrations fast. In a carrier oil such as the black cumin seed oil, you talk about eliminating conditions rapidly. You can retain these oils rectally overnight if you need to. You know, learn how they harmonize first before you start rectally retaining them. Make sure that you've been using them for a long period of time before you decide to rectally retain one. But guys, start rectally retaining a little bit of this oil before you go to bed, and retain it all night. And it's going to rock your world with what it can provide your body with overnight. And diffuse these oils too, guys. Diffuse these every evening. I've got cinnamon and lang lang and vanilla diffusing back there now, and and a little bit of clove, and it smells quite harmonious. I'm telling, and there's frankincense frankincense and myrrh in there too. Guys, I usually diffuse and apply frankincense and myrrh with the cinnamon and with the blend like this. If you'll apply frankincense, myrrh, helichrysum with the blend like this, we're talking about anti-aging the body at this point, and then also start to include it in some juices. Oh yeah, it's going to rock your world with healing vibrations rapidly. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling now. Thank you guys for staying tuned in. I really appreciate you. Start using the cinnamon. Start very gently. Go back and watch my first part of this video and start very gently with the cinnamon, and then build up to where you're using more and more of it. And if you have any neurological condition, guys, the cinnamon's going to get you there. It's going to get you there fast. So let me give you another little helpful tip with the cinnamon. We need to give it a break. We don't need to be taking cinnamon forever and ever. We need to rotate with the cinnamon. So take it. You might take it for a period of a month just to start eliminating some of the conditions that we've got within the body, and then take a break from it. Depending on what sickness you suffer from, between a few days to a week to 2 weeks away from it, and then go back to it and then hit it again with the cinnamon, and then this time do the cinnamon for a couple of months, and then give yourself a week to 2 week break, and then go back with it. And as you go back with it this second and third time, get more aggressive with the use of it. Start applying more of it and start consuming more of it internally. And this is how it's going to reverse some conditions in the body. I'm telling you, it really will work harmoniously to reverse some conditions. And you know, if for specific cases, it's widely beneficial in small doses taken every day. But for these, I'm talking about reversing conditions here. So what I just described and explained was for specifically reversing conditions and eliminating some of these conditions, because this is how the cinnamon oil works. It'll rock your world. Anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate all your love and your support and your kind comments. It means a lot to me. And my dog thanks you too. He's sitting right here next to me, and we played hard today at the park. The sun was out all day today. Guys, the sun provides us with so much healing, you have no idea. Those glorious rays provide us with vitamin D, and it increases it increases metabolism in the body. It's a spark. It's a divine spark of healing energy is what it is. And there's a synthesis that occurs when we get those rays, and we need to all go out and get in them and get ourselves grounded in the earth's healing vibration. And we need to bless this stuff. Bless these oils before you use them, guys. Tell yourself that they're going to work on a whole nother level to provide your body with harmony, and then they will. Anyway, thanks again. I really appreciate you all.